In this video, we're going to find the length of y equals the natural log of secant of x between x equals 0 and x equals pi over 4. We'll start with our arc length formula, which is the integral from a to b, where a and b are the endpoints of our interval along the x-axis, of the square root of 1 plus the derivative of our function squared with respect to x. What I like about this formula is that if we follow the order of operations, this gives us exactly what we need to do, our steps. So we will start by finding the derivative of the function, then we will square that derivative, add 1, take the square root, and then we'll be ready to put it into our formula. So let's find the derivative of the natural log of secant of x, and to find this derivative we can apply the chain rule. Taking the derivative of the outside function, which is the log function, that will give us 1 over secant x, and the derivative of secant will be secant x times tangent of x by taking the derivative of the inside. So here we just applied the chain rule in order to differentiate our function. We can see that secant will cancel out, and that will just give us tangent of x. When we square our derivative, which is our next step, we have tangent squared x. And now, as our formula tells us, we can add 1 to the square of the derivative. So 1 plus the derivative of our function squared. Oops. Let me put that outside of the brackets. Will be 1 plus tangent squared x. And we know from one of our Pythagorean identities that this is equal to secant squared x. The reason this is useful is because if we look ahead, we're trying to find the square root of 1 plus the derivative squared. So if we have a perfect square, then that will be really helpful to us. So now we want the square root of 1 plus f prime of x squared, which will be the square root of secant squared x, and this would be the absolute value of secant x. However, when x is between 0 and pi over 4, which is where we are, that's the interval that we're interested in, secant is always positive there because cosine is always positive between 0 and pi over 4, so ultimately we do not need the absolute value. And so we're ready to set up our length integral. That will be the integral from 0 to pi over 4 of secant x dx. And if you have not derived this integral, this is something you can look up or also derive well, it's a little bit harder to derive, but we will definitely derive this in class. But you can also look up this integral, and that will be the natural log of the absolute value of secant x plus tangent x. That is the antiderivative of secant x, and we're integrating from x equals 0 to x equals pi over 4. When we substitute in pi over 4 into secant, that will be 2 over the square root of 2, or the reciprocal of cosine, plus tangent of pi over 4, which is 1, minus the natural log of secant of 0, which is 1, since cosine of 0 is 1, and tangent of 0, which is 0. And the natural log of 1 is 0. And so we are left with the natural log of 2 over root 2, which you can rationalize if you would like to, plus 1. If we rationalize 2 over root 2, that will give us just a square root of 2. So this is the natural log. We no longer need absolute value because these are positive numbers. So root 2 plus 1, and that is the length of the given curve.